Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker, and today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about mounts and the mounts I use. Some of this video will be finished off in the shed, so if you're finding it hard to follow what I'm talking about on the bike, then worry not, there will be more in the shed. Now today's video, I have a very interesting news. So this mount that I have been asked about so much since I got it, this one here on my chin, the Dando-Design's gripper mount, I actually went to buy some because I wanted to give some away for my 5,000 subscriber 3-year YouTube video. There's a different giveaway on that. It's hidden, you have to find out where it is if you haven't found it already. And the interesting thing about it is, I reached out to them and I said, listen, because they sent me one before, by the way, right? And I'm going to hold my hands up here and apologize to actually everyone watching, because to be honest, this is a solution I wish I had tried Sheepses! Look at them, they're so cute. This is a solution I wish I had tried previously, because I think it's honestly probably the best kind of solution for helmet mounting a camera for motovloggers. And I mean that because I've used a lot, and I'll go through what I've used back in the shed in a while. I will show you everything, just in case someone does want something that's a little more fixed. One person, I suppose, gave me, the reason I had it, I forgot about it, right? They sent me one to try, and I had it, I forgot about it. I meant to use it a few times. That's one there as well, holding on my 360 cam to show you my clutch hand. And I just kind of forgot about it because things get on top of you, you know, when you're doing videos and working full time, it's sometimes you forget about things. I hold my hands up, and I apologize to Dango-Designs, but mainly I apologize to all of you who may or may not have, like me, wasted money on other mounts that I will go through. I'm not saying they're bad mounts, I just think that this is a better option. Anyway, so when I reach out and say, look, where do I buy these, where's the best place for me to buy, which, like I've said in many videos, I always reach out to manufacturers of things, and if they don't reply to me, I generally don't buy their product, because to be honest, if you can't spare five minutes to reply to someone looking to drop money with you, then you don't deserve it. That is my opinion. I know a lot of people think it's silly, but as well, I don't want to generally want to talk to people on the phone. For stuff like this, I just like to send them a message and let them get back to me, and they did. And what they said was, well, if you're looking to buy some for the channel, then we'll give you some. Anyway, conversation ensued. They were like, well, why are you looking for them? And I said, well, I want to give one away, which is why I'm trying to buy them, because I'm actually really impressed with it, and thank you so much for sending me the last one. I am paraphrasing, I didn't say exactly those words, but that was the gist of it. To which they very kindly sent me some. So they have sent me 3 new mounts. One or two of those mounts are for future plans. Well, obviously I'm using one here. There's another mount for future plans. What I want to do is set up an all-in-one motovlog system on one, like literally one-stop shop, camera, microphone, everything, and I wanted that just to be like straight stick on. So that when people come with me for videos, I can set them up and they can chat to me and then to all of you as part of the video, if they have obviously a headset or a Cardo or something. Eventually I'll also set up hopefully like a modular Cardo, so you know everyone who comes out for a spin with me can feature. Obviously for now it's only going to be one camera setup because I can't afford two. And I also I'm getting that camera because I wanted to test it for you all as well. It's a DJI Osmo Action 2. Now it has its drawbacks, but I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm going to test it later. But basically the mount I use on my helmet, and the mount that I think is very, very versatile at the moment, or not at the moment, the mount I use now pretty much on every single motovlog video that I do, when it's on my helmet, is this Dango-Designs one, and I really do like it. I'm not trying to overstate it because they sent me some. That's not something I've ever done if you watch the channel, but oh look, how did I miss that? I forgot that was there. Yeah, there's another place we have to come back and fly the drone now that the drone's fixed. If you haven't seen the last video, my drone is fixed. Yay! Which is great. It was actually more a phone thing than a drone thing, but anyway. But yes, anyway, I will stop talking about the Dango-Designs mount now until we're back on in the shed, in the garage. The reason though that I like it so much is that you can just pop it off your helmet. I will say that. But anyway, like I said, we'll go through it more when we get back. What is going on here? Oh, cool. We're in Boris, by the way. While we're here, I'm not going to only talk about mounts and whatnot. Boris is another place I've been meaning to actually come out to make a video. There's a really nice spot up here. It's called the Fermentary. They do kombucha. They do food now as well, I believe. I didn't get food here though, so I can't comment on the food. And they do really nice coffee. And if you are in Kilkenny and just want a quick spin, it's 30 minutes outside of Kilkenny, 25 minutes outside of Kilkenny. And well worth a visit for a bit of coffee. And kombucha if you like kombucha. I like kombucha. I see a lot of people make faces at me when I say that though. When I was in America, one of the guys I was with, I was getting the alcoholic kombucha stuff, and it was delicious. It was like tropical something or other. It was absolutely delicious, and the looks I was getting. So here's the thing, right? I firmly believe you don't have to be miserable to get drunk. You can drink things that taste nice. He actually had his forks facing down. Ah, another little cool spot. Anyway, I will come back to Boris, I promise. We'll do that at some point in the future. Anyway, the Fermentary is just up. Ah, it's a speed bump. Right there, that's the Fermentary there. Well worth a visit, folks. Well worth a visit. Parking is around the back. Now, other mounts that I use that are worth calling out. This one right here in front of me is a Ultimate Add-ons mount that you can get like a GoPro adapter for, or an action camera adapter, we should probably call them at this point, because as is right and fair, everyone has kind of adopted the best system, and the GoPro have a very good mounting system. So, you know, well done other companies for actually adopting it. That's one thing. But Ultimate Add-ons do make these little ball mounts that you can mount. This is a handlebar mount. You can get one for a mirror. You can get one for the stem, which I have in the Jixer, and I'll show you when we're back in the shed as well. And also then this, where my phone is, this is obviously an Ultimate Add-ons case and a mount. And you can get 10% off with them with Gorilla 10. Oh, actually, before I forget, Dango-Designs have also given me a code on dangodesigns.co.uk. I'll leave a link in the description, as with Ultimate Add-ons. And they have also kindly made their discount code Gorilla 10 for 10% off. So you can now get 10% off Ultimate Add-ons or Dango-Designs with the same code, which is class. So thank you very much for that too, guys. Other mounts then that I do use, I use the motorcycle mount kit that came with the One X2 plus the extendable selfie stick, the shorter one, the metal one. And I use that to get like the new kind of B-roll-y shots I'm trying to do, and also to get up above me and stuff like that. Great system, really solid, really firm. Really impressed with that, to be honest. And it came with the kit. You know, you can get it as part of the motorcycle mount bundle. Really impressed with that. But other than that, you also get a little adapter for the bottom of the One X2 that you can use with action camera mount. So really, the bulk of the mounts I use are actually pretty simple. But the bulk of everything I video, everything I record, get nice and tight to that ditch there with the 360 camera, hopefully that look good. The bulk of everything I record is done with basic mounts. I have one of these here. The mount looking back at me on the CBF is a standard GoPro sticky mount. And look at that, that is gorgeous. You probably can't see it. Sorry guys. A wall. I love making noise along walls. Beautiful. Other than that then, at the moment what is in my bag every time I go out is actually two of these now, two of the Dango-Designs ones. Then one is going to be for my future setup, and the other one is for whoever wins it. We'll talk about that at the very end of the video. Well, not the very end, I'm going to hide it in there. So again, you actually have to watch the video to find out where I'm talking about it. Ha! Ha! You must earn the giveaway. But basically, what I like to have is mounts that are as versatile as possible. I'll try to see is there somewhere we can pull in, and I'll show you these quickly. But this is what I like about it. So the thing for me is, you know, I've started moving around the 360 camera mount a lot during videos, just to try to get you better shots. But this one, on the Dango-Designs one, so hopefully you can see this right now, I just moved that, And now I'm going to put it on here. The reason I like that so much is, you know, it's handy because in videos, if I just decided that was enough of that video over there, I can pull in and really quickly swap the 360 camera to my chest to give everyone a different view. And yes, granted, that's not so doable with normal action cameras, but that's the other thing I wanted to talk about that I really like about this Dango. And so say I'm moving along and I just want to change where it's clamped to, you know, pull in for 2 seconds, unclamp it, you can loosen it and move it like I just did there. You don't lose much time. Clamp it on, and if used in conjunction with the 360 camera or a camera with horizon leveling, you can pretty much oh, this is tight. Whoa. Nice. That is a fun corner. Yield. There, we're good. Anyway, so anything that has horizon leveling or 360 view, you are... oh, this road is dry. Get that bike all the way over. Yeah. Sorry, I'll try this one more time. If you have a camera that's a 360 camera or has horizon leveling, you can just grab one of these and move it, and you can reposition it later. And that's something I really like and I'm really excited about, that you can do with 360 cameras and cameras with horizon leveling. And that's also part of why I want to get that DJI Action Go 2, because it comes with horizon leveling from the box. You don't have to spend a load more money like you do with the new Hero 10. And this is what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a Dando-Design clamp. They are actually expensive enough. But just something that's versatile that you can move around to your heart's content. This road is lovely. Ah, dry roads. Okay, that looks slippy. The other thing that I'm gonna say about the mounts and stuff is the versatility, and why I would suggest combining them with a 360 camera. Is 360 cameras, if you are someone who wants to create video across multiple platforms. So the biggest platform in the world right now, which is TikTok, which is, I know, crazy. Well, like, YouTube is the best one. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is best. TikTok is actually currently the biggest in the world, and Instagram is also huge, and Facebook is huge, and YouTube Shorts are just getting huger and huger every single bloody day, and all of them share one thing: people watch them on phones. And why is that an issue? Well, because if I go out and I try and make a high quality, high resolution video for YouTube, everything is going to be in horizontal view, not the other one, whatever you call it, 16 by 9 rather than by 9 by 16. Now that's an issue because, you know, I did a video there actually once. I think it was for my 2,000 subscriber video in 2 years. I'm not sure. Cool spot though. I'll put a link up there. But anyway, so if you have a 360 camera and just one of these mounts, you can slap a second camera anywhere and make your clips for the likes of TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, if that's something you're into, because you can just put it into 9 by 16 rather than 16 by 9 and redo everything in post, which is honestly, it's one thing that absolutely is incredible about these new cameras. With something like this, you can just clamp this camera anywhere and you're good to go. And I absolutely love it, because people who are starting out, people who are up and coming, you know, the thing I love about motovlogs, the thing I love about motovlogging is you do not need all the fancy cameras. You don't need all the B-roll. Some of the most successful people don't have any of that. I'm talking about Shade Tree Surgeon. I'm talking about Blockhead. I'm talking about absolute giants in the motovlogging scene, the community. And you know, if you were saying to me, oh I'm starting out, you know, but I can only get one camera. This 360 X2, the One X2, is around about the same price as the GoPro Hero 10, and this does everything. Yes, the resolution might not be quite as beautiful as a GoPro, but it's not far off. And that's important. I mean, like, what people really tune in for, oh my god, this also stinks. They tune in for the story, they tune in for the personality. The thing about it is, with these type of mounts, and I know this isn't just a mount review video, I've done a lot more in it, and that's the way of my channel, I apologise, that's what it is. But the thing about these type of mounts, and that camera, is if you have, you know, one of these mounts, and one of those cameras, there is nothing that you can't do. You can go out, you can make your normal point of view video with the camera here, and then on the way home you can move around the 360 camera. You can get all these different views with the 360 camera. Clamp it to your wing mirror, clamp it there. 1 second. Literally clamp it right there, just on the move. Just move it and clamp it. There's a new view for you. That is a new view that you just created for your video in 2 seconds. That is not possible with an old style GoPro, because you have to make sure your angles are right, you have to make sure the mount is right. There's just so much more to it, and it's a lot worse. And you know, you can, like, if you know, if I can do this now, I'm gonna try. I haven't actually tried this yet. Like, you can put that on your wrist. I should have put this on my left wrist, not my right wrist. Hold on, we'll build up a little bit of speed here. And then you can move that down there and have a little look-see, like, oh, what's going on down there at my wheel? You know, oh, hey, what's going on? Hey, how are you? You know, there's so many options. So many options. But where I would put this camera a lot, not the 360 camera, but I put that camera on there, is I will mount it back here. Now, I will actually that way because of the turn screw. But one thing I haven't been brave enough to do yet now is mount it the other way. But even if this shakes, it's just going to keep moving down. And all these pinchy jaws, like, it's really strong spring. It just works. It just works, folks, you know? I really like it. Other than that, I'll show you the other mounts. Actually, no, we'll stop here, and I'll talk to you back in the shed. I'll finish this video back in the shed. So anyway, first and foremost, I just want to show you this is my old helmet, the HJC. This lives down in the shed now, as it is dead. But the Dango Designs one, which I've shown you already really on helmets, but here, literally you just clip it up on the top. Now there's obviously my old mount there, but it's that easy. You're ready to go. It is honestly, it's a purpose-made helmet mount. I really like this thing. It's kind of changed my thought process, because now I can kind of bring my equipment with me anywhere and not have to worry about a helmet. I can rent a helmet, borrow a helmet, steal a helmet, not steal a helmet. I'll get by. Whereas when I went to America in the hopes that I would, on work, in the hopes that I would be able to find a bike to rent, I actually brought this, and it was a pain in the ass to bring it, and also then to look after it for the 3 weeks I was over there, and I didn't find a bike while I was there. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, that was a big sucky point. So I don't need to worry about that anymore, and I'm just going to show you real quick the reason that was like that was because this is my helmet setup. So 1 second. Anyway, I think I'll better show you better up here. So basically what I did was, this is the janky homemade mount I did, and I used to use this in conjunction with this guy here, which slid in and locked down, and then I would hang a camera upside down from it, the GoPro upside down from it. And that's what I did for years on YouTube. That is how I made my videos for years on YouTube. Really not the best system. It was never 100% stuck flush the whole way around. You can do this, like if you don't want to buy one of these, or you don't win the one I'm going to give away, you can do it. It's just, it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Like I said at the start of the video, I am sorry I didn't try something like this sooner, because it's so much better than this. It's even a bit sleeker, because what I like, and I know I'm harping on about it, but I'm really happy about it. So whereas before, to make this work, I had to hang the GoPro upside down. Now I can have it facing the other way, which gives me more space down here. When I used to turn my head to do like lifesavers and shoulder checks, I used to turn my head and lift it, because the hanging down GoPro, if you can imagine, its clearance was like that. So it was considerably more, whereas with these ones you just have the little handle. Anyway, that's the helmet mount. That is what I use, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm going to try set up, like I said, a one job for everything motovlog thing on one of these, which will be on the channel if it does work. Hopefully it works. I'll be really happy if it does. So the rest of the mounts that I assume you probably want to hear about, this is the mount that I use to get all of those front-facing shots off the bikes. I use this in conjunction, like I said, with this long selfie stick here. They screw in together. Not going to be able to get all this in frame now, but I'll try. There you go. And then this extends like that, and that just extends out and extends out. I'll put a picture up on screen now what it looks like, but that is how I get those front shots. The rear shots are the same. This would just be sitting up off the bike. You can pretty much mount these anywhere, and this is what I was saying. You want the most modular system you can. One of these in conjunction with a 360 camera is amazing, because you can mount it anywhere and get 360 degree shots. I absolutely love this thing, and I love the 360 camera. It's a kind of a one system fits all job, which is it's kind of what you want. If you're an aspiring motovlogger, if you buy one of these and a 360 camera, you really don't need much more to do quite a lot. To be honest, it would cover you off for most things. Other mounts I have used in the past are this clamp here. Does a similar job to the Dango designs, but not as well. Like obviously mounting it on the bottom of a helmet is actually, it just wouldn't work. It sticks out too much. These are good for like wider round bars, but I haven't actually used this since I started using the Dango Designs one. I literally haven't even brought this in my bag anymore. They've been hanging up in here. So it's, you know, it's a worthy item if you can pick it up cheap enough. I got these ones on Amazon for pretty cheap. That's why I bought them. But these can get really, really expensive too. I think they're like 50 or 60 euro from GoPro. And like I said, I don't think they're as one job does all as much as these guys are. So if you were buying a GoPro one or one of these, I'd buy one of these. But you know, if you want an extra clamp just to have it there, you can buy these on Amazon pretty cheap, and they're worth getting as well. And then other than that, I sometimes carry around this guy, literally just a handhold, and you can also set it up like this. It's a pretty good little system. And then other than that, I use this system here, which is for all of the in-garage guys, all the in-garage videos. I use, this is my Manfrotto tripod here, and I use a Manfrotto adapter plate onto my Canon camera. And that's kind of everything I use, which I know might not seem like a lot, but those are all the mounts I use. That's it. That's the total. I use this the most for most of the action shots. You know, you've seen the rear-facing ones, which is one of these guys onto my Ultimate Add-on stuff. Just to walk you through the Ultimate Add-on stuff, actually. So you're walking with me now. So this is my Ultimate Add-ons case holder on the CBF. And then up here is where I mount the rear-facing camera there. That's just a stick-on one here. I mount the 360 camera on this Ultimate Add-on stem mount on the GSX-R. That's how I mount that one. I just bolt it straight onto that, which I'll explain in a second. And then over here, again, like you would have seen out on the road, I use this Ultimate Add-ons one here, and wherever I can clamp on something, I stick it on there. It's the hardest bike to clamp is definitely the GSX-R, because it has nice, lovely fairings. The CBF is the easiest because you have lots of things to hang stuff off. If I was starting my motovlog journey again and I could give myself one piece of advice, I would tell myself, go get a 360 camera, get your method of recording. I use an external recorder. I've talked about that in my how I edit video. I'll put the link up there, or how I record stuff. I would go out, get a 360 camera, get this mount here, and I'd get this mount here, and that would do me. To win one of these, and it is one, I'm giving away one, I have to keep the other. You can pick the color you want. I'll leave them both unwrapped until someone wins. But in order to win one of these, I want you to tell me what motorcycles mean to you, and what you're going to use one of these for It doesn't have to be motorcycles. Tell me what you're going to use them for and what it means to you. You don't absolutely doesn't have to be motorcycles. I just want to hear what people are passionate about. I'll pick my 10 favorites with toaster, and then we'll put it into a random draw, and the winner wins, and that's how it goes. So tell me in the comments what you're going to use this Dando-Design gripper mount for, and why you do that, and yeah, to be in with a chance of winning. And like I said earlier, if you don't win, you can get 10% off these bad boys at dangodesigns.co.uk, link in the description, using the code Gorilla10. So if you really want one and you don't win, you can go buy one for 10% off. I do not get any money out of it. I just like having a discount code so you can save money on products that I think are cool. Like I said earlier, I just thought these were really cool. I'm actually so happy with it. I love it. Because I can just swap helmets now as well, you know what I mean? I want to change around helmet, all I have to move is my mic. I don't have to go making a new permanent mount, because that's pretty much what that is. It's a permanent mount, and I really didn't want to have to do that again, because then it's on the helmet forever too. Anyway, if you've watched, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of all of the mounts I told you about, not just these ones. All of the mounts I told you about in this video. Don't forget to enter the competition by leaving that comment that I explained earlier. And yes, as always, a very special thank you to all of my patrons. Your support does actually really genuinely mean the world to me if you talk to me on Discord. And Patreon, you know what I mean, because you're all legends basically, and you add to this YouTube thing so much, so thank you very much. And yeah, until next time, thank you again. Adios. Outro crew. I know I might sound like it's not a big deal, but you're the outro crew, you know me. These are class. Honestly, I'm so happy with this thing on my helmet, because this is like nerd excitement now. This is a ridiculous thing to be excited about. You can mount the camera here, just literally like, I know the spacing it is, it's pretty much parallel to this, and you just go. Whereas I used to have to adjust the GoPro on the hanging down system all of the time, like all of the time, because when it hangs down, it's just, oh god, these are great. I wish I had gotten one years ago. Yeah, let me know how you have your camera mounted to your helmet, actually, Outro Crow, if you mount your camera to your helmet, or are you against that sort of thing? And that is another thing that I kind of like. Because this is clamped to the helmet, like, this is a kind of a failsafe. Like, if you smack yourself off the ground, this is going to come loose, you know what I mean? It's not a fixed object that has no slip in it. Whereas when you hard mount the camera to the helmet, like with 3M, I mean, 3M is bloody strong. It's going to twist your head a little bit. Anyway, I've gotten way too into it, but that's another reason why I actually do like these, because they do, you know, it's a strong spring, but it's nowhere close to as strong as 3M welded to the helmet. Anyway, bye Outro Crew.